Hello again, this is the 2nd of May 2024, and I don't think this is naughty thoughty at all, really. This is about my new look. My eyesight has finally failed me, and I've joined the looking really cool club. The thing is, I can see. I can see okay. I mean, the optician says I am perfectly safe to drive and everything like that. But the thing is, I have been getting a lot of eye strain. He said to me, I do have a prescription. Come back and get some glasses made if I was getting eye strain or headaches or anything like that, and I was. So I followed his advice, and it's an absolute revelation. The thing that I notice is it's not just how sharp things are. I mean, these are distance glasses, yeah. It's because my distance vision is the thing that is, causing me problems. But it's not just kind of the sharpness of things. I suppose it's closely connected. I also find they've made a big difference, noticeable difference. I can take them off and say, oh my word, that's very different. In kind of colour intensity and depth perception. It's the best way I can describe it is like when you're looking through binoculars and you think, oh right, that's okay. I'll just sort of adjust the focus a little bit and just see if oh wow, yeah, that's what it's meant to look like. Have you ever done that? I don't know. I do that every time I look through binoculars, but I don't know if my viewers are big binocular users or maybe more skilled than I am. I don't know. And get it right first time. But yeah, that's the only way I can really describe it. Yeah, I've been limping through life. Well, I last had my eyes tested 2 years earlier, and I was apparently fine. So sometime in the past 2 years, my sight has deteriorated to the point that, that I've just described. That there is a noticeable difference between wearing glasses and not wearing glasses. And, I'm just going to sort of talk through some of the things I've learned over the last, 3 days. Yeah, 30th of April is my Spekiversary. It's now the 2nd of May, 30th, 31st. No, they don't have a 31st of April, do they? 30th, 1st, 2nd, yeah, 3 days. 3 days of wearing glasses, this is what I've learned. Well, the first thing, when I was trying on frames, is fashions in glasses, the styling of them. Because I haven't really been sort of keeping up with eyewear design lately. I was still of the impression that people are still wearing letterbox specs, and they're nowhere to be seen anymore. No, they're currently unavailable. And I remember sort of looking around the opticians and all the frames and thinking, why does everyone want to look like Rose West? But then I tried a few on and I thought there is a definite benefit to having a lower deck. Yeah, because so when I was looking through the bigger ones, it's much, well, obviously it's a bigger area. You can't actually see the frames most of the time when you wear bigger ones. If you wear quite small ones, ones that sort of slope down here or that are quite flat across the top, that it's always just in your peripheral vision, the frame. When you get bigger ones, I mean, these are they've got quite a lot of space on them. Not as huge as some, but yeah, there is a sort of reasonable space around. I can't actually see any of the frame if I just look straight ahead. And that's quite nice. If I turn my head, yeah, it's there. But yeah, I can sort of look through them like this and just forget I've got them on almost. The next thing was price. Price. I was looking. This was an independent opticians in town. I did used to go to a chain, but then it sort of went out of business and merged with another one. So then I go to this independent one in town, and there was nothing there in the adult range anyway under £90 just for the frame before you get the lens. It's easy to spend £400-500 on frames. And some people have 2 or 3 pairs, don't they? And prescription sunglasses and everything. And then you've got to keep changing them. I don't think you've got to change them every 2 years, but every time your eyes get sort of noticeably worse, you've got to get them changed. I mean, some of them are by famous designers. Yeah, the really expensive ones are sort of by Gucci and Chanel and all the big name designers. So Kylie Minogue has her own range of eyewear. I don't know. Is she a glasses wearer even? She must be. Anyway, not someone to really associate with glasses, but there we go. I don't know if she designs them or if she just sort of approves them. Anyway. Oh, and Land Rover. Land Rover does a line of glasses frames. Who knew? I certainly didn't. Well, I knew a lot of kind of famous fashion designers and sports brands do them, and you can get ones with Disney characters on or whatever for kids. But yeah, that one really surprised me. Land Rover. I mean, I know you need them for driving, but anyway. And there was one range in the opticians as well. They were all, a few quid either side of £500, and they were the lightest, flimsiest, almost invisible little bits of silver wire you can possibly imagine. They're all rimless with just very, very, very fine. What are you paying for? So yeah, I was a bit shocked, to be honest. I noticed a lot of the rimless ones, the very fine ones, were sort of noticeably more expensive than the kind of big chunky ones that were so nice colours and everything. I narrowed my search down to 3 favourites. They were all between £100, £110, and they were some of the cheapest ones. I picked them for the price. The ones my son really wanted me to get were £185. I told him, I can't take you out for bubble tea if I get the really expensive ones. So he said, okay, get the cheap ones then. That's his little treat now, bubble tea. Really loves his bubble tea. Yeah, and then I did notice there was the other opticians. This was after I'd already sort of paid for them and picked them up and everything. There was another opticians down the road where they I won't say the name of it because they're not sponsoring me or anything. There was one down the road that their cheapest pair was £15. So maybe I should have gone there. Anyway. Yeah, and then the lenses. I got anti-glare ones. So they do just give you a bit of sort of protection from very bright light. They're not like reactor lights or anything like that. They they do kind of reflect the worst of very bright light. And they were nearly £50 each. So altogether, I paid £205. And every time I close my eyes or just sort of let my focus drift a bit, I kind of feel like I'm wasting my money. That's the downside. That's the downside too. Yeah, so I went out of the I walked out of the opticians, £205 lighter, but going, oh my god, oh wow, I can see all the leaves on that tree. Oh, I can see that pigeon. Oh, I can see the bricks on that building. You know, all the things that I could see before, but took some effort. You know, I'd be sort of, I'd be looking at them like this. I can see the same things without. See all the exact same things. It just takes a lot of effort to maintain focus on anything sort of further away than, you know, well, my screen is now. But now, relaxation. Now, if I had a penny for the number of people who've said to me, I thought you wore glasses anyway, I'd have 3p. What's that all about? I don't know. Do I just have a bespectacled personality? I don't even really wear sunglasses a lot of the time, unless I'm, you know, I'm driving. I wear sunglasses when I'm driving. Well, I always have. I've had the same pair of sunglasses since I was 14. I mean, I wasn't driving then, but my mum thought I needed some to go on holiday, so she bought me some sunglasses, and I've still got them in the car. I don't know. I can wear them over these. Maybe I'll just swap them when I'm in the car. I mean, as previously stated, I don't actually need them to drive. And I was driving around today, and I was kind of a bit distracted, just going, oh wow, oh look at those trees over there. Oh yeah, they're really fuzzy. Oh, now they look nice. Oh look, they go. Oh wow. Oh my god, I'm so blind. Oh yeah, I can see now. Presumably the novelty will wear off after a while. Things I find I can't do when I've got them on. Changing my shirt. Sleeping. Putting my kids to bed. Other than that, I just wear them all the time. Now, as soon as I get dressed in the morning, I just put them on. Yeah, it's pretty good. They don't sort of get in the way of everyday life very much. Don't cause me any problems. Getting on with things okay. It's just a perfectly trouble-free addition to my face. It's I kind of expected there to be more of a difference, to be honest. I mean, anytime you have some sort of image change, you know, be it a new hairstyle or, you know, you get some new clothes that you wouldn't have worn before or anything like that, you know, it sort of changes the way people react to you and the way you feel about yourself and all that kind of thing, doesn't it? But I've not noticed, well, things like customers at work who sort of interact with me briefly and then move on. I haven't really noticed that much of a difference, to be honest. No, it's exactly the same. In fact, I don't think anyone's really mentioned them, except, you know, people who have said, "Oh yeah, I'm getting some new glasses," and they said, "Oh yeah, they really suit you." People who I actually know said, "Oh yes, they look nice," but yeah, sort of strangers and semi-strangers you know, makes no difference at all. And what was the other thing I was going to say? Yeah, I suppose because I'm kind of well into adulthood as well. You know, I'm in my late 30s now. I'm kind of halfway through my life. You know, it's half the people around me have glasses of some kind. So it doesn't stand out at all. And like when I was at school, there were 2 specky kids in my class. You know, and it was like a big part of their identity. They're the ones who wear glasses. I mean, they didn't get bullied for it as such, but it was just, you know, the first thing anyone knew about them. You know, it's they've got glasses. But yeah, it was as I've got older, you know, more and more of my peer group have acquired eyewear, and yes, I'm now one of them. And the thing is, I've noticed as well is kind of protective. You know, if I move my head sort of down like this when I'm walking along, or I'm, you know, in a bit of a breeze, I can't actually feel it blowing in my eyes. You know, when I've got the aircon on at work and things, it doesn't dry my eyes out as much. So that's another benefit I've discovered. So overall, most aspects of becoming a person of the bespectacled persuasion have been positive. I can see better. That's definitely a good thing. There's very little to not recommend. Oh, the other nice thing is I like putting them in the little case at night with the, you know, the little sheet over the top and the cleaning cloth. I like putting them to bed. Night, little Specs. I'll see you in the morning. For another lovely day of looking at things a long way away and going, wow. What would happen in what's my future? The future plan for me and my new friends. Well, I don't really see a future in which I don't have them. I suppose if my eyesight deteriorates a lot, I might kind of consider laser surgery. I don't think I'd go for contacts. I'm a bit squeamish about contacts. I don't just really like the way they look and the way they feel. I think they're you know, they're a nice little accoutrement to my face. I mean, that's just a bland, boring face, isn't it? It's just plain, you know, strawberry flavour face. I don't think of vanilla as being plain. You know, I actually really like vanilla. Vanilla is tasty. This is just strawberry flavour. It's just sort of sweet and pink, you know. Well, I don't think my face is pink and sweet. You know, it's actually, well, it's this colour and it looks like this. But anyway, I put these on and suddenly, ta-da! It's me. This is what I look like. Yeah, it kind of balances out my features quite nicely, I think. I can see myself still wearing these when I am old. Well, not these particular frames, obviously, because eventually they'll go the way of all things, won't they? I don't think they're meant to last forever. I do like the tortoiseshell. I don't know if you can see the tortoiseshell in the top, and then this sort of purple underneath. I don't know if that shows up on the camera. You see, they've got nice little purple tinge underneath and nice tortoiseshell on the top. Yeah, look at that. Purple. Yeah. So they're a bit unusual. I like that. I like that they've got a little bit of a wing on them, but not not exactly Dame Edna. They're quite a nice shape, I think. And as I say, they're very useful sort of size. I'm not always getting a bit of frame in my peripheral vision. Yes, I can see myself quite enjoying this. I find myself looking at other people's glasses all the time as well. You know, ooh, they're nice ones. Ooh, how long have you had them? Ooh, they're pretty. Apparently now you can just go to a website and type your prescription in, and you can get frames of any kind. I saw a girl who was wearing ones with like heart-shaped rainbow frames, and she said she got them online. You know, you just type your prescription into a website, and they just appear in the post, and they're a lot cheaper than getting them at the optician. So I mean, I might consider doing that at some point. You know, if I want a spare pair, I want some sunglasses or something. For now, I'm happy with just the one. Now it's kind of recommended you get a spare pair, isn't it? You know, just in case something happens to one pair. You lose them or you sit on them or something. I can sort of navigate the world reasonably well without. So I think if they did break or wander off by themselves, you know, I could manage for a little while I'm having another pair made. But yeah, I like being able to see things. I think it's well worth £200. I'll leave it at that. I'll see you in the next one.